Welcome to this playlist that will help you complete your CENELEC Annex ZA. This playlist is based on the guidance on the preparation of Annex ZA in harmonized standards. Now, before showing you where you can find the guidance, I'd like to remind you of the following basics. First of all, what is the purpose of the CENELEC Annex ZA? Now, when CENELEC adopts an IEC standard, the EN-IEC standard that is a result of this adoption will contain an Annex ZA. The purpose of this Annex ZA is to show the relationship between the normative references in the Clause 2 of the IEC standard and their European equivalents that are to be used instead. Here on the left side, you see an example of a Clause 2 in an IEC standard, and it lists two standards. And on the right side, you see the Annex ZA, which lists those two standards plus their corresponding European publications, or in other words, their European equivalents. Another thing that is important to remind you of is that, as you may know, there are certain rules that apply to the use of normative references in CENELEC standards. And so these rules also apply to normative references listed in the Annex ZA. First of all, there are the basic rules described in Internal Regulations Part 3, or IR3. And you can find these rules in Clause 15 and Clause ZB3. On top of that, for harmonized standards, there are additional rules to follow, which are described in the guidance on normative references in harmonized standards. By the way, you can find all the links in this introduction in the description to this video. So that was some context and some reminders for you. Now, so to help you complete the Annex ZA, we have created a guidance document which describes different use cases and how to complete the Annex ZA in each case. You can find this guidance document on CENELEC BOSS together with the Annex ZA template. And then, if you like, you can use the guidance document together with this playlist, where each recording explains one use case. And then one final point to make. You may have asked yourself, where is the best place to look up information about standards when you're completing the Annex ZA? And we would like to ask that you use projects as your primary source. And if you don't have access to projects, please know that there is also the Search Standards tool. That is all I wanted to tell you. We hope you find this useful, and don't hesitate to share this with your colleagues.